Hi everyone, I just did a video and then I deleted it because in the last minutes my phone rang and I didn't realize that it wasn't on off. So I'm just going to do it again quickly because the end bit was really awful. Today I want to talk to you about client onboarding and business legals. That's what I covered very nicely in the last video, which I've just deleted. So I'm just going to do it again. With client onboarding and business legals, the business legals that I'm talking about are your business terms and conditions, your client agreements, your website policies, your e-commerce policies, even your terms and conditions for membership sites or courses. So I want to talk to you about how these documents can help you to have a seamless relationship with your clients. When you have these in place, that is when they're written properly for you, for your business, and they talk about exactly what it is that you do and how you do them, what your internal business processes are, in terms of when people come on, sign up to work with you, what actually happens when they work with you. Your client is actually quite reassured because you're being transparent with them. They know exactly where they stand. They know exactly how long you're going to take to do something. They know exactly what your service is. They know exactly what happens if they have a question or if there is something that's not going well. They know exactly where to go to resolve that issue. That's what happens when you have a client agreement or your business terms and conditions or policies in place. If you don't have them in place, then the seamlessness gets a bit rocky. People then don't know when to call you, how to call you, what to say, what the process is. You also don't have anything to fall back on or to have as a starting point for a discussion to say, hey, in my business terms and conditions, I actually did say that this was something that I did or didn't do, or that one of your tasks in our relationship, working relationship, is to do X, Y, and Z. The second thing that I want to talk to you about with legals and in the client onboarding process is whereabouts do you actually talk to clients about your business terms and conditions. Probably best to mention now what onboarding is in case you don't know. Onboarding is that period when a client, just around the time when you're talking to a client and they agree to work with you, you onboard them into your business. So you have they've gone through your contact points. They've, been watching your business for some reason. They, whether it's by referral or they've succeeded you've succeeded in your marketing message. They have decided that they want to work with you. The onboarding process is that process after they've said to you, I would like to work with you now. And so what happens after that? And introducing your business terms and conditions is a really important part of the onboarding process. So where would you talk to your client about this? Generally speaking, you would let your client know about your business terms and conditions before they sign up to you. So if you send them a quote and or if you send them an invoice or a proposal, you would attach, or your proposal or quote would be accompanied by your terms and conditions or your client agreement. And it's your responsibility really to make it available to the client to read and to actually point out to them that I'm attaching my terms and conditions for your perusal prior to you signing off on the proposal, etc. The reason you do this is that you're inviting them to actually acknowledge that they are entering into a business relationship with you because they are paying money, you are providing a service, and you do want them to have that respect or that certain level of professionalism that goes into having that relationship with you. So I guess the message there is that you don't really want to be fluffing around with terms and conditions after they've started working with you. You want to be able to have that up front and be able to have it in place for you to refer to. Now, where would you put these? Again, you can put them as a tick box on your invoice. You can put them in your welcome pack. You can put them attach it as a PDF to your email. You can attach it to your proposal. Sometimes that an additional document is required if it's a special project for a client, but if it's you know, generally speaking, the terms and conditions of your running your business, the payment, the refunds, the cancellation, the dispute resolution process, all of these things are running in the background, and they generally apply to all clients. So you can actually have a document that covers everybody. And then if there are changes or there are particular requirements, then you would modify or create an additional clause or an additional section for particular clients. So why is legals, your terms and conditions and your policies part of your marketing and content, you might ask? Well, look at it this way. Everything that talks about your business is content. So when you go on to things like, you know, you think about your landing page, and you think about your Facebook posts, and you think about your marketing copy, your About Me page, everything is about your leads back to your business. And so all I'm saying to you is that your client agreement or your business policies, they're no different. They're still talking about your business. In that document, you're talking about how you work and who you are. So it's a really good opportunity on another level, a higher level, I guess, to educate your clients about what it is that you're doing. Hi, Sapna, how are you? I'm talking about content and legals being marketing and content. So it's probably just as well you stepped in and said hi. So it's a really important but overlooked thing with legals is that people forget that it's a really important part of your marketing and your content, because it is a document that people go back to. So it needs to be written properly. It needs to be written in your voice. It needs to have your branding. It needs to be understood by your target market. It needs to be friendly. It needs to be reasonable. It needs to be something that invites discussion if people need to have that, because it is a platform for negotiation. So 3 things I want you to take away from today. One is, think about legals as an opportunity to really make your client relationships seamless. The second thing I want you to take away is that there are multiple ways of presenting your document or your policy or your agreement or your business terms and conditions to your clients. It doesn't have to be some really off-putting, scary thing. And be proud of them. And thirdly, it's part of your marketing and your content, so take the trouble to have them drafted properly, and have them drafted in a way that, you know, you feel comfortable with and you know the ins and outs of, because once you do, it does become your best friend in business. So there you have it. That's what I wanted to tell you about today. This is the discussion that I have with clients about their client agreements when they come to me. And then when I've drafted it and we've written it and they've looked through it, they actually feel quite comfortable, and they certainly find out by the end of a session what it is that isn't working for their business, and then they go back and they fix it. And once that's done, they're able to talk to their clients with confidence about their business. So at the end of this live, in comments, you can download a client agreement checklist that I have. But really, if you have issues around your business legals, I'm more than happy to have a chat. And sometimes it's usually a chat that can dispel a lot of myths and a lot of anxiety around this topic. So thank you for that. I'm sorry that I had to delete the last video because my phone went off, which is really, really rude. And I will see you all next week. I'm not sure what I'm talking about. I have a schedule, but I shall see you then. Thank you, and bye for now.